Welcome to the Outsider Media Group, where we talk battle rap from top tier, mid tier to lower tier. There's no biasness here. And tonight, me and the fellas, man, we got a lot of shit to talk about. Everybody introduce yourself, and we're gonna take right on off.
Hey, yo, man, don't believe what they saying about me. It's not true, man. KTL.
Man, shout out to the Outsider Media Group, DDT Chicago movement in the building. Yo, what up?
Man, fuck that. Get on the ground, SWAT team. Boom, bitch, get on the ground, man. Let's talk this shit, man. Let's go.
Well, go ahead.
Okay, translation.
All right, so look.
Translation, Polo in the building.
Polo,
Talk your
man.
shit.
Polo, I gonna stay the fucking tune, man. ABR, URLTV.tv, man. You know what I'm saying? So look, check this out. So last night, for those that if you wasn't tuned in, we have shouts out to what's the name of that segment, y'all? Y'all help me out, man. What was the name of it? Shouts out to Trenches, man. Yeah. Shouts out to Battle Rap Rankers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go follow them. I ain't no hater. So long story short, Polo versus PDP is out. Shouts out to Wartown Battle League. PDP sent the link to my inbox. Say, yo, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he's reviewing our battle. All right, cool. So I'm tuning in, and I like how they do judges on, how they judge on the battles. That's pretty dope and tight. But here's where the fucking game changes, right? So, he's listening to PDP's round or whatever. PDP got solid fire round. Okay. Now I'm starting to question at one point somewhere down the line because he said a couple of things that he didn't understand. Now there was some line. There's like how I opened in the beginning when I said I had a line where I kind of critiqued it, a line of, hey, this ain't got nothing to do with the battle. I just want y'all to know I'm all aware of whale pussy, because as I translated, this reminds me of Moby Dick and that's behind on time. That's born in the 2000 decade age when flat screens was probably invented. Let me catch y'all up. Moby Dick is a female whale. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Yeah, read the fucking book. Female whale. Free Willy, the movie was changed. The book was a female whale. So I critiqued it with that. It had nothing to do with the battle. It was just being a little silly joke. He said he didn't understand. All right, cool. We get past that. The part where I was lost at was that he's saying that reference bars is 10-4 bars. No, the fuck it ain't, my guy. Let me catch y'all up. Now, for those that's on this show are from the Smack DVD era. And if what we mean by that Smack DVD era is that we're from the era from a person that, the difference between reused bars, mixtape bars, stolen bars. And for those, let me give you the breakdown of stolen bars, because people are not aware of what's a stolen bar when we call 10-4. A 10-4 bar, ladies and gentlemen, is from where it's word from word, setup to setup, punch for punch, word for word, like same segment. It's a stolen fucking bar. Okay, that's just what it is. That's a 10-4. A reference bar, if KT says, he makes a reference of a Baby Boy line and not make a reference of a Baby Boy line, that's not a 10-4, ladies and gentlemen. That just means we have the same idea. He made a reference, something different of a Baby Boy line, and I had a reference of Baby Boy line. That's not a 10-4. Your man said that he heard the same reference bar, whatever, whatnot. Or no, he heard the reference bar before, whatever, whatnot. Battle rank. I need to know what era did you come into battle rap. I need to know when did you start watching battle rap. I need to know when did you start critiquing and reviewing battles, because this is my question. 10-4 is not a reference bar. That's not a reference bar. That's the same idea. The same way. What he don't understand is, ladies and gentlemen, the battle with me and PDP happened last year. I had somebody that was in the Chop It Up group from last night in the Outside Media group. Shouts out to him. Matter of fact, it was On Site. Was that his name? On Site? On Site said I had a bar that I said to PDP, I got something in store for dog. Welcome to PetSmart, right? Cool. It was simple. So he says, "Oh my God, he's still in the game." Roger that. 10-4. You know, he being funny with it. Now, look, you ain't finna come up off of me, my guy. People, stop saying you heard this bar before that it's a stolen bar if you not gonna have nothing to back up with it. If you don't have no probable evidence, the nigga sat there and said, I said, who said it? I ain't gotta know who said it. I heard it before. No, motherfucker. Yes, you do. Because it's the same way if you show up in court, said somebody robbed you, and you sitting there saying this person done it. Well, motherfucker, you got that means you gotta point out who done it. If you know you heard this shit before, who said it? Because for all I know, you may not like me as an artist. You may not be a fan of mine. So I don't know if you're going to give me a fair review. And that's cool. If you do or you don't. You do what you do on your platform. Can't nobody tell you how to run your shit on your platform. But the same situation happened with KT. KT had a battle that was out. What people don't understand is that his battle already had happened before they dropped the band battle, and he had a line, and guess what they said? Now they were trying to say he stole the bar. There's no way that he could stole the bar or said the bar. I mean, that stole the bar from the battle if it's a band battle. Nobody knew about the battle. The man wasn't present there for the battle, just by chance. He said a line that was already said, but that was also said too. People, ladies and gentlemen, as a battle artist, this is what y'all got to understand. There's over in every state, there is a battle league. In every state now. It's global. It's all over the world. You have battle artists everywhere. You have battle leagues everywhere. So there's somebody in their room writing their rounds right now. Okay. Thinking of shit. Same way as another op or however, all over the world. So people are getting ready right now for maybe this weekend, the next month or whatnot. Somewhere down the line, somebody's going to bump heads and say some shit you wouldn't know about that they probably already had the same reference or whatever. If it's line for line, it's hard to say, hey, man, you know, you can get lucky by that. I don't know. But if you make a reference, that's not the same fucking thing. You have to stop people. Stop saying reference bars are 10-4s. No, it's not. How many on this show right now could say they heard a Boys in the Hood line before?
Everybody.
Everybody, right?
Yeah.
Can you critique that being a 10-4? Yeah, thousands, right? Okay, so let's say I'm making this up now. Hey, shouts out to Av. I'm not saying Av said. Let's say Av had a Boys in the Hood.
Here we go with the bullshit.
No. Listen, no. Let's say Av had a Boys in the Hood bar. Now let's say Twerk had a Boys in the Hood bar. Reference. Let's say Av had a reference of a Boys in the Hood reference, and then Twerk had a Boys in the Hood reference. Is that a 10-4 stolen bar if they made a reference of Boys in the Hood?
No.
Okay. So why would your man's battle ranking? I had another line. What was it? I had a hospital socks line. He heard hospital socks before. Nigga, I heard hospital socks before. It's a reference. It's not the same as how you heard it. If you heard the reference before, it's a different. Like, my guy, how you critique battles is ass fucking backwards. I'm on your nugget. I need battle rankings to explain to me, bro.
Go.
Where the fuck do you get your solidification from, my guy? I need to know. But see, here's the thing. I'm willing for him to come on the show to let him state his argument. Because this is ass backwards. Here's the thing. You got a young man, shouts out to PDP. He's pushing like every other artist to get to the top. When you do shit like this and you judging battles and when you reviewing battles and giving your recap, my man, you have to review and give an honest opinion recap. You can't just say something and run with it. People got to stop doing that. Stop saying, oh, I heard this, and you just take off. No, we need to know who you heard it from. What battle? Just because if you say chicken, who was that guy twerk from the battle? Was a guy named Chicken Bob or some shit like that? Okay, if Chicken Bob.
Shouts to the brother Chicken Bob.
Right. If we ain't never heard of fucking Chicken Bob, and you say, yeah, man, there was a guy over there in Missouri.
I
His
don't
name
like.
Chicken
I
Bob.
don't like the way you just did that.
No, listen. There's a guy in Missouri named the line. Okay, we're not aware of fucking Chicken Bob. We don't. So nobody's searching for a nigga named Chicken Bob. This is being real. Secondly, it's not an artist's job. I asked KT this last night. KT, let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you while you're on the air. When you get booked for a battle, do you watch every battle on YouTube to make sure? No, okay, you don't. When you write your rounds, you do spar with you pick your sparring partner, right or wrong.
Yes.
Is it okay? So when you
I kick his ass every time we spar, bro.
That's a fact. Talk that rhymes.
Okay, so listen. So when you spar, if the person that you sparring with, now if he say, "Hey, I heard that line before," what do you do?
Take it out or change it.
You take it out or change it, right? All right, that's a fact. If a person we sparring with says, "Hey, I heard that before," we take it out and we change it. Cool. If you're sparring, well, let's say with 3 people already. Let's say you spar with names. Say you spar your rounds with some top hitters, with some heavy names, and they hear your rounds. They hear your rounds, and they say nothing. They say, "Oh, that's a fire round," or "Those are some fire rounds." Yeah, you definitely got some shit. If these names also been in the game and they also don't say that, "Hey, I heard those lines before," where the fuck does Battle Rank and say, "I heard that line before"? How is it you heard a line? But nobody else in the whole fucking venue that saw the battle, that heard the battle, ain't never heard the fucking.
Well, let me play devil's advocate for a minute.
I was gonna say the same shit. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm open. That's why we here. I'm open.
So with certain people, you know what I'm like the casual fan or whatever that like sometimes shows up to these battle rap events. They don't be like in the trenches the same way that me and Dre and like certain people would be in the trenches. You know what I mean? Like watching these battles from like smaller name cats that haven't really like made it yet. We watch just about everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's entirely a possibility that it might have like I might have heard a bar that like you know what I mean Clone shouts to the homie Clone may not have ever heard before. You know what I mean?
Free Clone.
Facts. That's a super fact. But like anybody like if I say Polo, I've heard that before, and you're like, oh, I haven't heard that. Who said it? And I tell you, you know what I mean, it was Zigzag versus fucking
Right.
and you're like, okay, well, I haven't seen that battle. That's up to you whether you know what I mean, like
exactly.
Like,
if it's mentioned right then, hey, I heard that before, I will go and change that bar. I'm not going to really question you. Hey, who said it? It don't matter who said it. I heard it before, and you don't want the backlash from that. So I'm trying to help you out. All right, cool. We all know that nobody wants the backlash of somebody saying, "Oh, 10-4." This nigga sat here and said over and motherfucking over. I'm sitting here like, bruh, are you giving me a fair shake here, or are you just trying to fucking like, you know what I'm saying, demolish a nigga or something? Like, what's really going on here? You know what I'm saying? Because like listen, y'all. And for those that watch my battles lately, I say talk to me nice, or you know what I'm saying, talk nice to me. My last fucking 4 or 5 fucking battles been since Bullpen. I say that. Cool. This nigga says, I heard that before. Nigga, that's stolen too? God damn, is the outfit I got on stolen? Get the fuck out of here. Look, my God, we need to know where the fuck do you get your solidification from, my God. We need to know, when did you come in? When did you start fucking reviewing, critiquing? How the fuck do you review battles? I like how he reviewed the battles, and I like how he judges them. That's dope. I'm not taking that away from him. They do, you know what I'm saying, the point score. That's dope. I'm not taking that away. But I don't think he knows the difference between reference and 10-4. He doesn't know the fucking difference. Yes, I heard a hospital sauce before. It's not the same fucking thing. Yes, I heard a fucking Red Lobster bar before. It's not the same fucking thing. We all heard I let a shell crack. I already, you know what I'm saying? Seafood. We heard that a lot of times. We heard all the kinds of fucking shit. of a reference to it. It's not my job though to go search every fucking battle to see who said what. It's not no artist's job. We pick a couple of sparring partners, maybe one. Some people just comfortable with one. Me, I'm only comfortable. I spar with, you know what I'm saying, one or two people. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want everybody to hear your fucking rounds. We're not fans. Every artist is not a fan of everybody else's or who they like to watch. That's just what it is. I don't go watch every battle that drops out. KT doesn't go watch every battle that drops out. Sometimes if the matchup doesn't make sense, we may not be interested in it. Like they dropped Reed Dollars versus DNA. Come to find out, I seen that on my notifications. I didn't bother watching it because I didn't really care for the battle. I don't see that battle making any sense, Reed versus DNA. So I just didn't really care to watch the battle. So if by chance anybody else watched the battle, hey, salute. If the battle
That
is
shit
great,
was trash. But
okay,
we
right. But
talk
see,
about it some other
but
day.
that's my prime example. You watched it, I didn't. Right.
So look, you feel okay, bro, because it sounds like to me that you feel like, okay, like ain't nobody out here, and I can understand it because I agree with you. I ain't out here sitting at home 30 days out of 31 days looking at battles for 24 hours a day, trying to find out if the cheddar biscuit burgers was good or whatever the fuck.
Right.
And then if somebody make a reference, like you said, a Red Lobster reference, then I heard that. No, I mean, I understand what you're saying. A lot of people, like some of these people do got time on their hands like that. Me personally, I don't. I mean, so like over my head, like, oh, okay, that shit was fire. Mm-hmm. But then another motherfucker might say, oh, I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like what you saying? Like it seemed like that he's just trying to he picky with the shit, just trying to find some shit.
Yeah. He's very picky. Like he was trying to find a way.
Hey, Polo.
Okay. Yeah. If I heard a reference before, what we mean by reference is a reference towards we could just say a movie, Menace to Society. We heard a lot of Menace to Society references. Okay. Remember we had a conversation about Av using movie lines or Shotgun with Shotgun being used in those movie references. We heard it a million times. All right, cool. If Shotgun used a Menace to Society line reference and he used it in the battle before, now if he used a different reference, like if he used the same bar he used before, that's reusing. If he used a reference of Menace to Society, but he's naming a different scene that matches with the bars, whatever, that doesn't mean that's a 10-4.
Hey,
a 10-4 is bar for bar. Yo, go ahead.
No, have you brought up the? I know you had an interesting point talking about the gun sounds and shit.
Oh my God, this is another good one, man. Let me tell y'all what this motherfucker had the nerve to say and do. Oh my fucking God, this nigga said I had one bow out the battle. You know, y'all. I know how y'all are about the bows. I had one bow. He's all right, cool, Polo. You got one bow. The fuck you mean I get one bow? Nigga, I'll say bow more than a million times if I fuck you accept that shit from everybody else. And when you review the battle, you fucking clap it up.
Hey, do they keep the same energy for like
no nobody? That's what I'm saying. When it comes when it comes to, and that's my whole argument. When it comes to URL battlers or other top tier they don't have that same energy as they do for other people that's not, you know what I'm saying, as a huge big name. You get what I'm saying? They don't do that. Shouts out to Don. You know, Don say he did the same thing with him before. All right, cool. But I'm not none of these niggas. No, you're not gonna come up off of me like that. I'm 6.5 years in the game with a lot of fucking footage. Nobody has never heard, you know what I'm saying, critiquing me of the same bar. If I say I'm in the seat, iron low, like I'm anemic, you guys will know off the top where that fucking come from. That's bar for bar. That's stolen. When we heard
hell yeah, you stole. I mean, yeah.
You stole that bar, right? If you say the same fucking, you stole that bar. Iron low like anemic. It's the same fucking thing. We heard the iron low like anemic. We already heard the same thing. Iron low like anemic. The same fucking same bar for bar, whatever. If I say I'm strapped in. So he had a problem with me saying bow or whatever, but he was willing to accept a nigga saying rat-a-tat. He said, say rat-a-tat-tat. or say, nigga, I ain't heard rat-a-tat-tat since early 90s, my guy.
Bro, that's like saying rat-a-tat-tooey. Who the fuck gonna say that, yeah?
Why the fuck would I say blam or boom? I'm a reference it to how I feel that's gonna fit at that time, right?
But you gotta think about this. A motherfucker can't tell you how to speak on a word or a sentence or anything like that when it comes to everybody's slang is different when it comes to this community. You see what I'm saying?
But my whole argument is people are doing this. This became a habit with motherfuckers saying, I heard that before. I heard that before shit. Okay, bro, when you in court, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove.
I think
when you on your platform.
I think he might be. I think that he might be using his words wrong when he say I heard that before.
Someone
hell no, fuck that, hell no. That nigga was now listen. The nigga was calling 10-4. Oh my god, catch up to him. He's getting away. The nigga was being funny. I'm like, hey, I was laughing. I ain't gonna front. It was funny. I was laughing. I'm saying like, yo, my mans, are you giving me a fair? Are you trying to give me a fair? Because you know it's hard for me to write everything. It's hard.
Someone in the comment section on that shit, they basically said, there's really not a whole lot that's new under the sun. It's about how you reference something. So I think that's a good argument. Like, it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. Because we didn't heard 100 okay, we didn't. Here's a good example. We didn't heard plenty of "Don't Be a Menace" bars, but there you'll have like one bar where it's referencing, you know what I mean? The fort, cooking with the fort, like cooking with the shit, like fucking what's the name, mama? And then there's another, like they'll have another bar where it's like, I got so many tools in the whip, like when you know what I mean? It's like different scenes that like you can reference within the thing, reference to the same movie, but it's like
look, Caleb, that's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, is it that he's saying that he heard that bar for bar, or is he saying that he might have heard a scheme like that, or he might have heard some shit like that when you rapping, he might have heard a scheme that came that close or something? Is he saying that?
No. That's what I'm saying.
It would be better if he was in here to address it. I'm trying to get him to pull up to, you know what I'm saying?
If you watch it, listen, that's why I was put in the group. If you watch it, no, it wasn't scheme for scheme bar for. If I had a line of it at the very end of the scheme, he'll bust out and say, I heard that reference before. Damn, Polo did it again. I heard that one before. Look, my mans, you just naming out a whole bunch of shit you heard before. I heard a lot of references.
So hold on.
Yeah.
So he like coming at you like Polo did it. He did that before.
Yeah, he's being funny. Like hospital socks.
Like he's just like personally on you know what I'm saying, on your heels, bro.
Basically, yeah, listen, hospital socks. I heard that before. Oh, he had a Captain Crunch reference. Man, I heard that before. The 4N long extensions. Oh, I heard that. I'm just making some. Oh, I heard that before. Dude, that's not a fucking stolen bar, my guy.
Right.
You heard the reference. I'm referencing to something. If somebody have the same idea, hey man, I got an idea for Boys in the Hood line, something. That's a reference. And let's say Caleb turn around and say, oh, I got a Boys in the Hood line, a reference, something. Saying the same thing, bar for bar, scheme for scheme. He may be talking about with the kid being in the street. I might be talking about when goddamn Ricky started running, but we both have the same idea.
So, I mean, right. That's just like if you and Caleb was battling each other and both of y'all said something from a Boys in the Hood movie. Times out of 10, y'all not gonna say it bar for bar, but at the same time, even if y'all use the same scene, it might still be a different scheme. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. The reference may be the same. Like we have an idea, we have the idea of using it, but we have a different way of delivering it and a different segment.
Shit, bro, like that, you got.
It was corny. The nigga was doing corny shit. Hey, I'm on here saying, hey, bro, you did some corny fucking shit, my guy. Like, and here's the thing, I wasn't salty about it. I said, hey, I fucks with you, dude. How do I follow you? You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't no hater. I like to support. I like to see things on people platforms. I like to do things to help them build up the platforms. But listen, if this is my whole argument, my guy. If you gonna say a 10-4, I said, my mans, who did you hear it from, man? Put some files to that shit. We gotta see the
I think the point that Polo made kind of last night.
You live, like, listen, no, here's the thing. My point is you live and you got other people on your platform watching this shit now. So when you saying something.
Well, no, hold on. What I'm saying, Polo, is like, you know what I mean? Say, like, whenever the accusations came out for Twerk and Prez Mafia and Av stealing, what did they do, right? They made a video of it. They made
a video.
compilation video of it. So you
kind
of have to have the receipts in your hand. You know what I mean? If you're gonna,
we gotta see the bar. Gotta see it. You can't just say. That's what my whole point is. Stop saying I heard it and just run and think people are supposed to just buy into it because you said it. No, nigga, you can't just say you heard it and expect everybody to just believe it. That's not how. Because now you're trying to bash my fucking character. Now you're trying to make me seem like I'm stealing. No, my guy, you got to put some. You got to bring the evidence to the room. Because you could be wrong. You could be like, oh, my bad, you right. I thought that was said the same way. All right, cool. Because see, now you got to turn around, go public, and apologize. Because you can't sit here and just say this. You got to attach some fucking, if you can't find the footage or the video, just, I heard that reference before. You know what I'm saying? Hey, okay, all right, whatever. If you want to take points off because you heard a reference and you get tired of hearing the same references, all right, cool. But you can't say it's bar for bar. That's not the same fucking thing. Know the difference between 10-4s and references, bro. It's not the. You gotta stop doing that. Stop doing that. If you just now coming in the battle rap right when it started getting hot, then nah, bro. You just nah, man. You do your homework. Go back, study, find out what it is. You know what I'm saying? Know the difference between when people use mixtape bars. Know the difference when people use 10-4 bars. Notice when people, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know these things, man. You gotta know you can't just sit here and say and run with it. And then I asked him, I said, well, who said it? I ain't got to know who said it. Yes, the fuck you do. You can't throw an accusation, my guy, and think people are supposed to just accept that. That's not how it works. Because this something you got to understand. I took time at home writing this shit and taking time away from family to go do this shit for you to turn around and, you know what I'm saying, try to bash nigga. No, we're not going to do that. I'm going to smoke you. I'm going to smoke you for that. I'm gonna smoke you for that. I'm gonna get on the same way you use your platform, bro, to try and fucking goddamn be fun. Nigga, I'm here to smoke you. I'm here to fucking smoke you. You can't, like, nah, he was fair. He was fair on certain parts, but my guy, you cannot say 10-4 as a reference. That's not the same fucking thing, bro. Bar for bar, word for word, that's a fucking 10-4. Caleb could have a fucking dump truck line. I can have a dump truck line and just say I dump truck, and he could say I dump truck. That doesn't mean that's stolen. He had the same fucking idea. Know the difference.
Brothers, let me tell y'all this.
Yeah.
Know the difference between stolen bars. Like if a K-Shine says another 6-foot nigga with a death wish, and I say in my line another 6-foot nigga with a death wish. Now we all know you stealing a whole nother nigga. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know when somebody's trying to, you know when you taking somebody's shit.
Y'all brothers, man, it was a lot simpler, man. If you want to steal some, man, if you want to cheat, just use rhymes, man. You ain't gotta steal bars, man. Come on,
niggas like that shit. Hold on, that's another fucking thing that pissed me off. You ain't going after now. That's another thing. You ain't doing your homework. Like that's like a nigga said. Now you can't tell if somebody using rhymes on. That's the fucked up part.
Bro, I've been using rhymes on for the last 24 hours, boy.
You've been using rhymes on for the past 30 days.
You can't tell somebody who using rhymes on, but you got niggas trying to critique on references on what they heard before. But I'm like, man, bro, you ain't saying some shit that I already ain't heard before. You get what I'm saying? I mean, we all, like, they try that shit with KT in his battle. It ain't that man's fault. Listen, my battle happened last year. When it drops, I got nothing to do with that. My job is to write my rounds, show up, give 100%, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, make sure that I complete my rounds, and you know what I'm saying, and do my part as an artist.
Y'all go check out Polo versus PDP and KTL.
Go check that out, man. But to turn around and you know what I'm saying, like, you don't know when that battle happened. You don't know when it dropped. Okay. Somebody said Wavy had a what was that bar? Pet Smart bar. I said, damn, when on site said that last night. I said, damn, for real? He said, yeah, but that battle just dropped recently. I'm like, damn, it sure did. But I did this battle last year. So I wasn't nowhere near in the venue when Briz and Wavy battled. I didn't even see the battle. The reason why I wasn't interested in the battle, I had automatically Briz Rothstein winning. So if I already got somebody winning, I just don't see that battle being interesting to watch. If it's not if I don't see it being a good back and forth, I'm not gonna watch it. If I don't see it making sense, I'm just not gonna watch it. So with that being said, if a battle happened previously, but it's just now dropping. My shit happened last year, but yet it's just now dropping. You can't say, okay, yeah, if you heard that before, but you didn't even ask when the battle happened. You just running with what you going for on your platform, and you just, you know what I'm saying? You trying to slander.
So your thing is like, stop slandering my name, motherfucker.
Yeah, I think that's a
sounds
good
like.
way to go ahead and end that. Just come with the proof. If they ain't got the proof of the receipts, it's slander, yo. So, yeah, man, I definitely understand, you know what I'm saying, especially you crafting your art and you taking time, like you said, away from your family
Hey
and stuff
Dre,
to
man,
get that
I
shit
don't know.
together.
It's a lot of people playing with people's names here lately. It seems like, man, but that's another story. You feel me?
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of people that's playing with people's names, you know what I'm saying? It's something to do, I guess, but, you know, it's kind of funny. They trying to hide. Go ahead.
Yeah, don't slander, don't slander my name. You know what I'm saying? Don't try and make me look like no fucking, you know what I'm saying? Fool. No, we ain't finna do that. You damn sure ain't finna come up because I told him last night. All right, cool, that's cool. I'm gonna smoke your ass tomorrow though. You got your round off today. I'm gonna smoke your ass tomorrow because then I'm gonna son you. I'm gonna son you because I'm gonna show you the difference between you don't know what the fuck you talking. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. But shouts out to but listen, I ain't here to bash him. I'm just trying to school the little nigga. Hey, bro, that ain't how this works, bro.